You can understand English, but you cannot speak it. You watch English movies without any subtitles. You listen to your teachers carefully. You watch YouTube videos every single day. You understand every single word they say. But when it is your turn to speak, everything changes. Your mind goes completely blank. You freeze and stay totally silent. Many people come to me with this exact problem. They say, I know the words, but I cannot speak. Many learners think this is a huge failure. They think something is wrong with their brain. But I always smile when I hear this. I smile because this is not a failure at all. This is the most natural stage of learning. Understanding English is one specific skill. Speaking English is a completely different skill. Think about how a language actually works. Listening is like collecting words in your heart. You gather them safely. You store them deeply inside. But speaking is a completely different action. Speaking is bringing those hidden words out. It requires courage, practice, and confidence. If you can understand English right now, smile. Believe me, you are already halfway there. Imagine a small baby for a moment. Before a baby speaks, they just listen. They listen for months. Sometimes they listen for years. The child understands simple, daily commands. Come here, sit down, eat your food. They understand this long before speaking the words. So, if you understand but cannot speak yet, relax. It simply means your speaking time is growing. You are not behind anyone else. You are just becoming ready to speak. Let me give you a very simple example. Someone says to you, please open the window. You understand it immediately. You know exactly what they mean. But if someone asks you to speak, you freeze. Can you tell me about yourself in English? Why do you suddenly freeze? Because understanding is entirely passive. Your brain just quietly receives the message. But speaking is highly active. When you speak, your brain works extremely hard. It must choose the correct words quickly. It must arrange the English grammar perfectly. It must pronounce the sounds clearly. And it must fight your hidden fear. All of this happens in 1 single second. This happens to millions of English learners daily. Suppose you hear, what did you eat today? You understand the question instantly. But when answering, you become completely silent. Instead of saying, I ate rice today, you stop. This happens not because you do not know English. It happens because your tongue is not trained yet. Your mind knows the answer perfectly well. Your mouth simply hesitates. And hesitation is perfectly normal. Let us understand one more important example. You hear, where are you going right now? You know the exact meaning. But when replying, your mind starts to race. You think, what tense should I use? Is my grammar absolutely correct? What if I make a silly mistake? What if the other person laughs at me? In that exact moment, heavy fear stops your speech. Remember this one golden rule today. Perfection is the biggest enemy of speaking. A baby does not wait to speak perfectly. Baby speaks broken words first. English learners must do the exact same thing. You must say simple, broken sentences first. I am happy, I am tired, I like tea. These very short sentences slowly build your fluency. Many learners make one massive mistake. They keep studying English in total silence. They read thick grammar books. They memorize long vocabulary lists. But silence never creates real fluency. Speaking creates speaking. Today, we will break your silence forever. Many people believe a very big lie. They look at fluent English speakers. They watch them speak quickly and smoothly. They think, These people are naturally gifted. They think speaking English is a special talent. They believe it is some kind of secret magic. But let me tell you the honest truth. There is absolutely no magic in speaking English. There is no secret talent in their brains. Speaking is not a test of your intelligence. Speaking is simply a physical muscle. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You can watch 100 videos about bicycles. You can read books about balancing and steering. You can understand exactly how the pedals work. But understanding does not mean you can ride. When you sit on the bicycle, you will fall. You will wobble and lose your balance easily. Why? Because your body is not trained yet. Your muscles do not have the right physical memory. You must practice riding the bicycle yourself. Watching others ride is never, ever enough. English is exactly the same process. Your brain already knows the basic English rules. Your brain knows the grammar and the vocabulary. But your mouth muscle cells are completely untrained. Your tongue, your lips, and your throat need practice. They are not used to making English sounds. Your native language uses entirely different mouth muscles. When you try to speak English, your mouth feels heavy. It feels difficult to push the words out clearly. This is not a lack of English knowledge. This is simply a lack of muscle memory. Imagine a strong man at the local gym. He lifts heavy weights every single day. His muscles grow big and very strong. You cannot get strong just by watching him. You cannot build muscles by reading a fitness book. You must pick up the heavy weights yourself. You must sweat and push through the pain. At first, the weights feel completely impossible. But after 1 month, they feel much lighter. Your mouth works exactly like those gym muscles. Every time you speak a simple English sentence, you are doing a push-up for your tongue. Every time you repeat a word out loud, you are training your mouth muscles to remember. If you stay silent, your muscles stay weak. Silence never builds physical muscle memory. Repetition makes the words totally active. If you learn the new word beautiful today, do not just write it in a notebook, use it loudly many times today. This flower is very beautiful. The weather outside is beautiful. Repetition trains your lips to move easily. Another reason you cannot speak is deep translation. Many learners have a very bad mental habit. They first think completely in their native language. They create the full sentence in their mind. Then, they slowly translate it into English. This slow translation takes too much time. It creates massive pressure inside your head. When you translate, the other person is waiting. You feel deeply rushed, and then you panic. Instead, you must train your mind differently. You must learn to think directly in English. This is also a mental muscle you must train. See a small cup and say, cup. See the dark rain and say, it is raining. See good food and say, delicious food. Do not translate these simple, ordinary words. These tiny habits create a natural, fast flow. We need to completely change your mindset today. Stop saying, I cannot speak English at all. When you say this, your brain strongly believes it. Instead, you must say, I am training my voice. I am building my speaking muscles. I am practicing to speak English daily. Words truly shape your deep inner belief. Do not wait for deep confidence before speaking. This is another highly dangerous myth. Confidence comes after you start speaking. Not before. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. It is time to start training the muscle. It is time to build your physical memory. Magic is just simple daily practice. And the practice starts with very small